to the show. Let's get this party started. Hopefully, y'all had a great day today. It wouldn't be allegedly because he was charged.
Welcome to speak. Welcome to speak.
Why, those must be some good wings.
Who you with, Kirk Dog?
Happy Tuesday to everyone. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt Dog. I'm M, Who You With, Kurt Dog. Hopefully everybody had a great day today. I did. It's been a crazy day. I guess I say that all the time, but it was crazy today because, man, for some reason I woke up at 3:48 this morning, and I was like, couldn't go back to sleep because I'm thinking I'm gonna miss the trash man, and I'm like, all right. So it's been a great day. Want to welcome everyone that is listening on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, Twitter. D Live is in the house. You can actually live chat with us during the show. So whatever's on your mind, you can talk about it. The only thing we ask that you are respectful and be truthful, no conspiracy theory. So tonight we have a couple of stories we're gonna start on, but before we get started, want to remind everyone, I believe it's on the 4th, Thursday, Friendship West will be giving out free food for the community. They teamed up with Hungry Buster, and hopefully DeSoto got out and voted today, because the mayor and the city council seat was today. The polls are closed now, so hopefully y'all did get the opportunity to let your voice be heard and be able to change be able to vote for the mayor that you voted for. Hopefully good luck to both of the candidate, but like I say all the time, if I was in DeSoto, I would vote for Kenzie Moore, but I'm not there, so I didn't get a chance to allow my voice to be heard because I'm not in the city of DeSoto. But as for the free food giveaway drive-through, February the 4th and 18th at 10 a.m. While supplies last is at 2020 West Wheatland Road, Dallas, Texas, 75232. First come, first serve. Each family will receive fresh produce, meat, and other grocery item. Please arrive early. Boxes will be given. First come, first serve. Um, don't be showing up about 12:30 talking about you here for the food because it's probably going to be gone. So definitely get there early. The giveaways start at 10 o'clock on Thursday. It will be every other Thursday until further notice. So shout out to Friendship West and Hungry Buster for teaming up together and giving back to the community. That's one thing that we try to do here is support positivity. Um, Matter of fact, shout out to Nep Music for coming on last night, blessing the show. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed that. Check out his music. So can't wait until that new music come out. Have him bless the show again. So last night, now up in New York, up in the East Coast, there's a major snowstorm up there, and been like blizzard-like condition. But one thing about it, though, when it come down to justice, it doesn't make a difference if it's rain, sleet, snow, blizzard, whatever. People are gonna show up for justice, and that's what they did last night. After the 9-year-old was pepper sprayed by the Rochester Police Department for a family incident, a lot of people been very outspoken. Governor Como spoke out, said it never should happen. The mayor have spoke out, said it shouldn't happen, and they should never pepper spray a child. And the community showed up last night. It was several hundred people that came out, that marched over to the police station and demand justice. And because of that, uh, One officer was suspended, and two was put on administration leave. Hopefully, it eventually end up to termination for the one that actually initiate everything. The one that was very rude, telling her she acting like a child. Well, how do you expect a 9-year-old child to act when you have the history of police department um, brutalizing the black community, either by shooting them and nothing being done, killing them, unarmed black men and women and kids. And once again, how do you expect for her to respond? Here it is, she's calling out for her father, but then again, that didn't, I guess that went on deaf ears for the simple fact when she calling out her father, you probably thought it was a game. So now you got to deal with the consequences. Now, don't forget, a year ago, incident happened in that same department where the brother was suffocated. They put a spit mask on him and suffocated him. He ended up dying. Same city, Rochester, New York. So people, they don't care if it's a blizzard outside or not. They went out there and they protest, they march, and hats goes off to them. So definitely gonna keep watching the story, see what happened with these officers, and go from there. And as I'm talking about police officers, let's swing on down to Atlanta. Um, Last summer, after the uh, I want to say it was the either George Floyd killing or the Rayshard Brooks killing in Atlanta. Um, Two college students was pulled over, snatched out the car, tased, and those officers, nothing is they actually got their job back. The two officers were terminated, but they did get their job back. Now, they said the police community oversight board um actually voted that they should get it back. It's a good thing to have the oversight board in place, but
That's
also
really
we need to have make sure they are making the right decisions. So the uh the mayor Keisha Knight Bottom, she actually agreed with the decision. That's the reason why we say we should defund the police and put it for um that oversight board that can oversee the police officer. They don't work for the department, but they said it was basically they reacted too quick and didn't investigate it correctly. So and because of that, they gave the officers back their job. But then again, we also still need to monitor these officers because what happened in a month, 6 months from now, they do the same thing over. We need to make sure they keep a clean record because now you are on notice. So we definitely need to pay attention to that. Woo, that water is good. Um, like I said, you are listening to Speak On It with Who You With Kirk Dog. You can live chat with us during the show. We may hit on some stuff that you want to chime in on, or you may have something else you want us to chime in on. So you're always welcome to put it in there, and we will speak on it. Also, uh, now this next story, which is crazy. Um, this actually happened last year too, and it's really crazy how this took place. Um, so apparently, this police officer, he actually decided to. Well, they didn't know how to operate their body cam, which God work in mysterious ways. So they did not realize that they thinking their body cam not working, but actually it was. So because of that, um, I hate to call him a chief because he shouldn't be in that position, and he no longer in that position. But Gene Allmond and John Brooks, they was fired over the body cam video that was discovered a horrifying and racial conversation about slavery, and they also made comments about um, the Queen of Atlanta, Stacey Abrams, and very disturbing. I'm gonna see if I can pull the video up for you can hear it for yourself, but it's definitely very disturbing. And these are police officers. Hold on.
He's on Fox News all the time. He used to be Secret Service. Yeah. He said, what they're saying now is, well, he didn't have to shoot him. It's just a taser. Then how come when you tase a neighbor, it's like you done killed him 27 times? The guy's running. He's got the taser in his hand, and you see him, and he turns, and you see him fire the taser at the officer. Okay, well, what would he have done if it had hit the officer? Go over there and get his gun and kill him? Yeah. Yes. Or what if one of them projectiles would have struck him in the eye? Yeah. The act of him firing that taser at an officer is an aggravated assault because he has not been trained in the proper use. An officer, if I go to tase somebody, I know to shoot low. I know what to do. He doesn't know. That's right. That's exactly right. That's what I That's what that is. And that mayor up there, she's already fired the officer. And without a hearing. And she's pushing real hard. They say she's now the front runner to be Joe Biden's vice presidential candidate. You kidding? Because if I had a fucking mayor, I'd rather the mayor than Stacey Abrams. Yes.
So, yeah, welcome to the show, Radio Chaos. Thank you for always being a supporter and tuning in. That was the former chief of police of Hamilton, Georgia, a little small town in Georgia, and one of his police officers. Now it was another extended video. I accidentally played the wrong one, but that's the one that New York Post actually put up. The other one, they went to the fact talking about, well, these people, we gave them clothes and a place to live. Only thing they had to do was work. So they made several comments about the black community, and it was just short of talking about how they used to beat and kill our ancestors. Um, but you could tell by the tone of voice they was using. That's what they was basically saying by saying we gave these people clothes and shoes and gave them a place to live. Only thing they had to do was work. So you okay with slavery. But here it is in 2021, and the time of the video was 2020. We're still having to deal with foods like this to feel like it's okay, to feel like slavery was okay. But once again, that's something that is taught. That was something that was rooted from their upbringing up until today. Because at this point, if you still feel like it's okay to do those type of things, you just ooh, help me. You worse than any other people that feels that way, because the thing is, when you make a comment about you rather um, allegedly F um, Keisha Bottom than you would Stacey Adam, so now you're a sexism too. Bad enough you're racist, but you still had that mentality like they had back in the old days where you can just choose any one of our black queens and choose to do whatever you want to. So do I feel sorry you lost your job? No, you should have. And I feel like they should open up an investigation of how many people you have arrested, how many blacks you have arrested in that city. Because 9 times out of 10, you probably did some dirty stuff with that also. You probably allegedly went around and planted stuff on them, or whatever the case may be. But we do not need police officers like this serving no communities. And hopefully, when they write the paperwork up, they write it up for you can no longer be a police officer. No police department should ever hire you after making comments like that. So that's the problem that we have with um, a lot of these policemen. Like I say all the time, they put down their sheets and robes and put on a badge, put on a suit, become politicians, and we supposed to accept everything that you do. Well, it's a new day and time. We're not going to do that anymore. You have to be held accountable. And the video I wanted to play, I guess he was a black city councilman. He was the one that actually found the video because they were saying the body cam did not work. But technically, the body cam was full of videos. So as he went through checking the body cam, he ran across this video. And since he ran across this video, he was like, wow. Said it upset him so bad he had to get up and walk out because of the things they were saying. So because they was also talking about um Rayshard Brooks case when he grabbed the officer taser running away from him, turned around and pointed the taser to him. And he talking about it was aggravated assault. Aggravated assault does not mean death. That's what you said it should have been. That don't give him the right to kill that man, shoot him in the back. So you're saying it's aggravated assault because he don't know what he's doing with it. How you know that? How you know he haven't had training with a taser? You just assuming. And if you break assuming down, you know exactly what it do. If you can spell it. Because the way you sound like you can't spell it. So I'm just saying, I'm glad you did lose your job. And I believe the one that was doing most of the talking, he's supposed to been they supposed to been volunteering to quit. But he didn't turn in his stuff. So they terminated him. Um, so I'm like this. You play that fool you want to, but you just got caught. You got caught. What people got to realize is always cameras rolling. And unfortunately, it was your body cam that caught you, which I'm glad it did. I'm definitely glad it did. So hopefully we'll see how this turn out because they did get terminated and hopefully they don't get hired by no one else. So um man, it seemed like I've been on for an hour already, but it's only 22 minutes. Um so Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, this one is really, I think she have actually flown off the cuckoo. Um and she's gone. Um I've seen a video earlier and I try to go back to find it if I can actually put it up. And um because of the conspiracy theory she been talking about, saying that um Sandy Lake, or not Sandy Lake, that's here. Um Sandy Hook and the school shooting was all a conspiracy theory. It wasn't fake. It wasn't real. It was fake, and it was uh, all just fake. Well, one of the mothers of the person that was killed, um, well, I don't know if that person was killed, but she made a video back in 2019 that surfaced, uh, guess the other day or last week or something, talking about how fake it was, and said that it was called the survivors. Uh, they speak really good when they have a strip in front of them, as if everything they were saying was fake. Now, she's known for her conspiracy theory. She's a big supporter of QAnon, a big conspiracy theory, but it's costing her. It is causing problems for her, which it should. We don't need representatives like that. Um, and the mother of one of the victims actually contact her congressman, and he made arrangement for they can do a Zoom. Her and Marjorie Taylor Greene to do a Zoom. And with that being said, they do the Zoom call. Um, and the woman explained to her she was getting ready to go on in MSNBC, and she was gonna do a interview on there about her conspiracy theory. And she asked Marjorie, "What would you like for me to say?" Giving her the benefit of the doubt. She told her, "You can say whatever you want to. It don't make me no different. You can say whatever." Okay. So she invited Marjorie to come on there with her. She didn't want to. Now, according to the young lady, she said, "I asked Marjorie, did she believe this was a stage act?" She said no. But here it is. She's talking about this conspiracy theory so much, but she didn't feel like it was a stage. So the woman said, "Well, look, what would you like for me to say?" Say whatever you want to. Okay. So, and this was the MSNBC um, interview where she was talking with the reporter, and of course Marjorie didn't show up. She didn't have nothing to say. So, and the mother just said basically it's one of those situations where um she just want to deal with the conspiracy to get liking for her political gain, and because of that it's causing more problems. um Radio said the fake school shooting conspiracy theory have been going around for a long time. And they say it was set up by Democrats so they can lobby harder for gun control. Make no sense. I agree with you, it don't make any sense. But This is just not coming out. I mentioned the other day that Mitch McConnell kind of done with her. Uh, 53 minutes ago, it came out. Republican Senator distanced themselves from Marjorie Taylor Greene, um, as she actually meet with uh, McCarty, and so they're actually talking about expelling her from um, from Congress, which they should. Here it is. Here it is. You up here had something to take off. I thought somebody walked in or something. I'm like, hold on. Um, Here it is. You up here putting out this false information. You are a leader. If you want to be or not, you was elected to that position, but you want to put out false information. And guess what? Now you're facing being expelled from the Senate, which you should be. Um, and it's nobody's fault but your own. For the simple fact, you want people to like you so much, but now you just saying whatever you want to, whatever you want to. Um, Not sure about that, but I know it have gone up in the last year. It have gone up quite a bit in the last year. Matter of fact, they say every year, every election, there's a shortage of ammunition. And I know there is a big shortage from last year up until the current date. And matter of fact, it's to the point where our um to get your LTC, they saying it's taking longer because so many people have requests for them. So it's taking a little bit longer to get it. So that's yeah, it's I'm sure it probably do, but a lot of time but a lot of people shouldn't have guns. And I think how to stop that, if you start to hold these parents accountable for their kids' action, because a lot of these kids end up using their parents' guns to commit these crimes, or they had access to the money to buy them themselves, or have a friend to purchase them. So I think they really need to hold the parents accountable, because you need to know where your kids are and what they're doing. Welcome to the show, T-Cal. Oh, tonight, Tuesday night. So I know you working. Um, yeah, I had to check my days again. Um, so it's it's um it's crazy how she doing this. And there's another thing. I just seen this right before I came on the air. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. So, in a Twitter post today, Georgia Republican posted a photo with the capture saying, "Democrat are trying to expel me from Congress. Help me raise $50,000 today and send a message." Okay, that was at I guess 6:38 this morning. 6:38 this morning. The fundraiser appeared comes as House Democrats weigh several options to punish the freshman congresswoman for a laundry list of incendiary remarks, which range from spreading conspiracy that school shooting was staged event to allegedly indicating support for an executing prominent Democrat politician. Despite her past Retro Green was chosen by the Republican leader to serve on the House Education and Labor Committee, as well as the House Budget Committee. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi called the move appalling, giving Green controversial statement on the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School and Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. On January 27, Republican Jimmy Gomez, Democrat from California, introduced a resolution to expel Green from Congress. In a statement, uh, Gomez argued that Green advocate for extremists and sedition, not giving the man her intimidation explodes from Congress, but it also merited strong and clear condemnation from all of her Republican colleagues. As of Monday, at least 60 House lawmakers have signed Gomez's resolution to expel Green from Congress. Then on Monday, Representative Debbie Wasserman, Democrat out of Florida, said she had a resolution to strip Green of her commitment assignment if Republicans don't take the action themselves. So they're trying to get her out, which they should. Even Mitch McConnell said loony lies and conspiracy theory are cancer for the Republican Party in our country. I'm glad he finally recognized that. McConnell said in a statement, somebody who suggests that perhaps no airplane hit the Pentagon on 9/11, that horrifying school shooting were pre-staged, and that the Clinton crashed JFK Jr. airplane is not living in reality. This has nothing to do with the challenges facing American families or the robust debates on substance that can strengthen our party. So, as right before I came on the air, she had tweeted again, thanking her supporters, and said, um, she asked for 50,000 this morning, and she got over 100,000. And she asked them if we could get to 125. At this point, they need to send her home packing, put her on a Greyhound, and let her go home. Because she shouldn't be on the no-fly list. She don't need to be on there. Make sure she unable to fly, because she got all these conspiracy theory. Yeah. Radio said, did you get a chance to watch the new Kyle Rittenhouse video of his interview with Detective just after he shot those people in Kenosha? No, I haven't. I'm actually have to pull it up and I'll watch it tonight. I have a little bit of time tonight. Um, so I try to pull it up after the show, and I will hit on it tomorrow. I know I've been tied up quite a bit lately, but I know that when he had his bail hearing, I was able to watch that live, and um, so that's another case we got to look into, because before we know it, these people would get off. Um, okay, it said the audio is hard to hear in the video. Yeah, um, they probably I'm I, I'm not gonna do that because I'd be sounding like Marjorie. Um, but basically, that may be the copy that was sent out. They should have a transcript of it somewhere, but we need to make changes. We need to hold our leaders, our elected officials accountable for everything they do. If they are uh, talking about the conspiracy theories and supporting that, they don't need to serve as a leader. It's just not. It's not safe for us as Americans. Everything you say, it end up being a conspiracy about this, a conspiracy about that. But in reality, if you stick to the fact, you don't have to try to remember what you said in the past. And that's a problem that a lot of people have. Um, and this one, I was like, you gotta be blank, blank, blank me. Cause I was like, I know she didn't. I'm trying to pull it up. Um yeah. This one is really crazy. I cannot make this stuff up. Um so this lady, she I'm telling you, I cannot make this up. I cannot make it up at all. Um Jenny could. Um yeah. Um at one point his mother called Cal a train wreck, then his response is she's a train wreck. That's because he don't respect his mama, and he actually don't respect the woman, because I seen the video where he attacked this young lady. So I'm just saying that to disrespect any woman is wrong. Um, so that's all that is. That's his upbringing, and unfortunately, it's a lot of guys that doesn't respect their a female at all. Um, so T Cal Lil said word said, yeah, just checking in on y'all. How is it going? It's going good, but check this out though. I'm um I'm still puzzled about this. So this woman, Jenny Crud, uh, Cud or Crud, whatever her name is, charged in the Capitol riot, asked a judge for permission to vacation in Mexico. Uh, asked the judge if she could vacation in Mexico. Yeah. Um, that's interesting. So you feel that you can do a terrorist attack on America, Capitol Hill, and you want to go on vacation to another country? So, and the thing is, she said, now, according to her, in one article I read, they said that she went before Trump got finished speaking, and she was in there. But the picture I'm looking at is clearly showing her said in a live stream that she was among the mob of Trump supporters who stormed the Capitol on January the 6th. Before storming the U.S. Capitol alongside other Trump supporters in what she later described as the New Revolution, Jenny Cook had been planning a 4-day trip to Mexico. Um, Now the Midland, Texas florist is facing federal charges. One or more than 100 people arrested by the FBI in a sweeping investigation of the violent January 6th insurrection. Uh, but she still wants her vacation. In a motion filed Monday in federal court, court attorney asked a judge to let her travel later this month to Riviera Mile with employees of her flower shop. The motion noted that the trip was prepaid. This is a work-related bonding retreat for employees and their spouses, wrote attorney for Hina Sadakari or something, I don't know, uh, who did not immediately respond to the Washington Post request for comment. Ms. Cub has appeared at her scheduled court appearance, remained in constant contact with her attorney, and has remained in contact with pretrial probation as ordered. A one-time mayor candidate and a voice-fierce anti-masker, Craig gained notoriety on Facebook live stream in which she boasted about her involvement in the attack on the Capitol. Draped in the Trump flag she worn inside the rotunda in Stacey Hall, she announced, "We did break in Nancy Pelosi's office door." Cruz said she charged the Capitol today with patrons, adding, "Hell yes, I'm a proud of my action." Oh, it's video up. I'm gonna see if I can golly, because it's on my computer. I don't know if it's gonna hold on. I'm gonna play the video for y'all can hear this for yourself. Hold on real quick.
Vandalize anything, but we did. We did, as I say that, we did break down the Nancy Pelosi's office door, and somebody stole her gavel and took a picture sitting in the chair, flipping off the camera, and that was on Fox News. Patriots got down on the floor and were sitting in the House members and the senators' chair, vandalize anything, but we did. We did, as I say that.
She said, "We did not vandalize anything. We did not vandalize anything. But breaking down someone's door, that would be vandalized." And then on top of that, one of the comments that came in, someone said, "You know, you're going to be prosecuted, right?" So I'm just curious if I haven't finished reading the story, but want to know if this judge gave her that opportunity. Uh, Tell me what you got me stop counting money. This is so crazy. Yes, it is. Key to less stress in your life: don't join an angry mob. You're exactly right. Um, so apparently, 2 days later, she gave an interview to local TV station News West 9. In a 14-minute video, she said people who had turned her into the FBI and left negative reviews of her business was trying to counsel me because I stood up for what it is that I believe in. The backlash, she added, is 100% council culture. Could insist that she did not personally destroy anything or go into any office. Instead, she said she used the term "we" to refer to "we the patriot." She said she had walked through an open door after the barricade were broken down. And although the storming of the Capitol left a police officer and 4 other dead, she continued to defend it. Not in the picture I just seen. She was there smiling from ear to ear, dressed for Trump 2020 from head to toe. And said, "I've told everybody this. I would do it again in a heartbeat because I did not break any laws. You went in there. You guilty just as the rest of them. You should have went ahead and broke the door down if you didn't do it because you guilty. You went in there, just like the people that they was talking about last summer with the protests. even though they not the ones that broke the doors down and bust the windows of the stores that was being looting, but they went in there. They just as guilty. So, um, so I'm like, yeah, um, people people use that word very loosely because they feel like it's right. It's being a patriot. I'm like, no. Her arrest came the next week in a January 12th federal complaint. The FBI cited Cruz's statement on social media and in the TV interview. She was charged with misdemeanor count of entering and remaining on restricted grounds and disorderly conduct, a violent interest, and release uh, on her own recognition. Cruz next court appearance is on Thursday. She has been ordered to stay away from DC except for matter related to her case. Now, my whole thing is, um, she went in there. And I guess the question of the night should she be allowed to go on vacation? I wonder what y'all feel about that. Um, um, should she be allowed to go on vacation to another country? I'm just asking the question because that's what her attorney said it was a prepaid trip. I guess her employees can still go, and her husband in it, or her spouse, or uh, if she's married, I don't know. Um, I'm just saying. I feel like because of what they done, they shouldn't even get bail. That's my personal opinion. You're awarding these people to that done this by allowing them to stay at home. And I feel the same way. T Cal said not at all. And said, who problem is that? That's her problem. Hope she got her insurance. That's all I can say. I hope she bought her insurance for all the tickets. Because she won't be on there. And I hope this judge do not give her permission to go. This just came out yesterday. So I guess we'll find out on Thursday if she will be allowed to go. And I hope she don't. She shouldn't be allowed to go. Um, for the simple fact, you attacked America and you want to go to another country? I'm like, really? You did an attack on our government, trying to overthrow our government. But hey, that's my opinion. I'm like, really? You gonna ask if you can still go on vacation? Yeah, you could go see Big Bertha. She in there, she'll keep you warm. You could be in there with your uh well, I don't know if you want to wear a bathing suit around Big Bertha. She may have you, I don't know. So I can't believe she put her mouth to ask if she could still go on vacation. I feel like she shouldn't be allowed to. And I hope this judge do not allow her to go on vacation. Because if that's the case, that proves the fact of what I say, the difference between black law and white law. It's a complete difference between the two for the simple fact that um they definitely treat black different than what they do white people when it come down to the justice system. No, she shouldn't be allowed to go on vacation. How's she going to get awarded for committing a terrorist attack on America, and then turn around? Oh yeah, by doing that, you could go on vacation. What type of message is that going to send out? What type? How would that? How would that be respectful? Because what's going to happen if this judge accidentally, because I'm gonna say accidentally, um, allow her to go, it's gonna open up another can, because then all these alleged terrorists gonna end up asking, "Can I go to Mexico? Or can I fly to these different countries?" Which is wrong. I feel like they should be in jail. Exactly. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't even allow them out on bail. Bail will be denied. What's going on? G Money up in the house, man. Um, okay, you taking classes. What type of classes you taking? I know it's been a while, but I'm glad to see you here whenever you're able to pop your head in. Let us know you're okay. Um, I'm glad to hear from you. Definitely always tune in, watch the replays whenever you get the opportunity. Um, so I'm just kind of curious. What type of message would they send if they allow her to go to Mexico on vacation because it was pre-played? Well, all right. Have a good night, T Cal. Grad school. Okay, cool. Um, so that I'm got it. That education is important. That's definitely important. So yeah, so that's crazy that, and also G Money, praying for you to be able to ace that course too, man. I'm sure you got it going good, and but definitely keep you in our prayers to help you along the way. Um, so what is the message this judge was saying if this judge allow this lady to go on vacation after she committed a terrorist attack on America? What message are you sending? I would have been like denied if I was the judge. Soon as she had, oh no, we'll send you on vacation now. We'll go ahead and keep you in jail until your trial to make sure you decide not to go. Because I can see how this is gonna go down. Because if she's still free when those dates come up, we will hear about um, she violated her probation, because they've already have already said one person have violated their probation. Exactly. That's exactly what he should do. Hold it, should have sent them all there until they trial date. Until they trial date, should have sent them all there. Um, so one terrorist already broke his um broke his probation agreement. He actually um, he actually John Sullivan, a self-described left-wing active arrested for participating in a Capitol riot, has been accused of already violating the terms of his release. Sullivan was granted a release while he awaited trial as long as he stayed off social media. Got a mental health evaluation uh, and held down a full-time job. However, U.S. pretrial service officer Josh Cohon alleged in court filing that Sullivan broke the order to stay off social media on 4 separate occasions. A judge has issued a court summons for Sullivan. Sullivan claimed to be a Black Lives Matter organizer who was simply at the Capitol to film the event, but his own footage showed him breaking the window and yelling, "We got to get this stuff burned." I'm gonna just say stuff because I'm working on not cussing. Stuff burned. Um, I'm gonna say shift burn. Uh, as Pastor would say, shift burn. It's our house, MFers, BLM organizer in his home state of Utah have disavowed him, describing him as a thorn in our side. So here it is. He couldn't stay off of social media. And now he may be going back to jail. And I'm like, all right, oh, I didn't know this. By reading this one, another story popped up. Um, Manhattan DA's office discussing possible state case against Bannon. Boy, when it rolls downhill, it continue to roll. Um, yeah. So they looking at charging him. And like I said, they wanted a seat at the table. They got it. Now you're gonna have a seat next to the cell. That's gonna be crazy. The Manhattan District Attorney Office is in early stage discussion about whether to bring a state case against former Trump strategist Steve Bannon. The Washington Post reports. Sources cited by the Post said the matter is being weighed by the investigator with the DA office, Major Economic Crimes Bureau. Bannon, who was charged by a federal prosecutor with defunding donors and a $25 million We Build a Wall fundraising campaign, was pardoned by Donald Trump in final hours of his presidency. But that pardon applies only to federal crimes. While DA Cyrus Vance's office has previously brought a state case against former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort and seen it tossed because he already been tried in federal court. Bannon was pardoned before he could even stand trial, meaning there is apparently no risk of double jeopardy. Bannon has not yet commented on the matter, nor has Vance. Boy, they trying to get them all. I'm telling you, all these pardon it's not gonna help them. So oh wow. Lynn Wood on the investigation for allegedly illegal voting in Georgia. Boy, they are rolling all of this down the hill. Um, So they saying the Georgia Secretary of State is reportedly investigating Lynn Wood, the conservative attorney to conspiracy theory and former counsel to Donald Trump, for potential illegal voting. Wood was one of the loudest prominent of the conspiracy theory thought about Trump. The Georgia election was rigged against the former president, which was debunked multiple times. Wood held rallies railing against the proclaimed theft of the election. According to WSB TV, Wood told the Secretary of State office that he had been living in South Carolina since buying property there in April. A statement that prompted the state to investigate. Wood said in a statement to the station, "I have been a resident of the state of Georgia since 1955. I changed my residency to South Carolina yesterday. This is pure harassment by Georgia Secretary of State because I have revealed credible evidence of election fraud on the part of Brad Raffensperger." Wood said he did not vote in the state January 5th runoff. I cannot make this stuff up. I'm like, really? Um, I cannot make it up. But it's going to be very interesting. Um, and I can't say on a lighter note, but two FBI agents shot. Oh, I guess two of them died. Earlier it came out just one was shot. Two FBI agents shot dead at Florida child porn raid. These people in uh these people are leave the kids alone. Um Sunrise, Florida, two FBI agents were killed Tuesday morning while serving a warrant at a home of a South Florida man suspected of possessing child for pornography. The officer killed were Special Agent Daniel Alfin and Special Agent Lori Schwarzenberg, the FBI said on Tuesday afternoon. Schwarzenberger, 43, had been with the FBI since 2005 and leave behind a husband and two young children. Special agent in charge for the FBI Miami office, George Pirro, said Alfin, 36, had been with the FBI since 2009 and leave behind a wife and a child. Three other agents were wounded, including two who were transported to a hospital in stable condition. The third agent did not need hospitalization, FBI Director Christopher Wray said in a statement. The suspect also died. And it's the FBI deadliest day since 1994 when two agents were killed by a gunman inside Washington, D.C. police headquarters, according to the FBI Wall of Honor. Prayers goes out to that family. Um, yeah, that's crazy how they're pretty much doing things. Um, on a lighter note, I guess um what's his name? Video Man, these people are crazy. I'm seeing all type of stuff on this. Um, People still think that COVID is not real. I guess a South Carolina hotel hosted a 500-person wave approved by state despite COVID. I don't know why you would do that, but um, it happened at the allegedly happened at the Emerson Suite Grand Ballroom in North Carolina, North Charleston, for the Alice Wade Wonderland Festival, which have received the go ahead from the State Department of Commerce. The venue typically holds 2,500 people, and attendees were encouraged to stay 6 feet apart from each other through photos showing they did not. Mask and temperature check were required through event organizer Brian Lunny um, told the Post. So people don't they just do whatever. Also, Amazon CEO is stepping down. Um, well, he's changing his position. He's actually putting someone else in his position, and he's going to um, kind of take I guess, a different role of the company come the third quarter. So um, he will step down as Amazon CEO and end up his new role would be he will be replaced in the summer by Andy. Then my computer throw up an ad. Jazzy, who run Amazon Cloud Computing business. Um, so he's going to become the executive chairman that announced today. So guess he's going to take a break from his role and put other people in place. And hey, I'm not mad at you. Um, I try to stay off the website, but unfortunately, sometimes that's the easiest way to go. You can't find it um, locally. You have to go to Amazon to get stuff. I'm not mad at them at all. But so that's what we got going on tonight. Let me know how you feel about the stories that we talked about. I still want to know, should she be allowed to go on vacation after the terrorist attack that happened on January the 6th? Um, Talking about is prepaid. Um, um, I don't care if it's prepaid or not. You didn't think about it when you did that terrorist act. So why think about it now? You weren't concerned about it because you basically felt like it was your right. You listened to somebody who claimed they was gonna go down there with you, but they didn't. So, and because of that, it's your right to miss this vacation. Uh, they have a vacation for you, but it's not gonna be what you want. Radio actually said Bezos doesn't have to live on a budget. No, he don't. His budget might be, um, or his pocket change might be both our salaries put together for the whole year. So he don't have to live on one. He just do what he want to do. Oh, excuse me, man. That water is good. Um, so he definitely doing that, and um, man, this is crazy. I'm still tripping on this woman talking about um she want to um go on vacation. Now this story just came out. I'm just not seeing it. It just came across my phone. I'm gonna see if I can get it on my computer. Um they say some of these terrorists are taking plea deals. Um Trying to see what type of plea deals are they looking at. Um oh, talking about it look like some capital. riders are taking plea deals and agreeing to sell each other out. Legal expert thinks some of the people charged in the Capitol riot may be cooperating with federal prosecutor. The Daily Beast identifies several charges with an information rather than a grand jury indictment. We know that the guy with the no shirt, face paint, and the horns on, he said he ready to talk. He want to talk because that's the first sign of them taking a plea deal. Um, and this is coming from Yahoo News. Said an information charge usually means someone planning to plead guilty or often indicate cooperation. Federal prosecutor are nearly a month into the investigation into people who stormed the Capitol building on January 6th, filing charges against more than 200 people so far. More than 200 people have been charged so far. Court record indicates some of those people may be informing the FBI about other participants. Um, the Daily Beast identified 3 people who had subject to a charging instrument called the information rather than a grand jury indictment. And information is a type of charge instrument prosecutor typically when used when the defendant plans to plead guilty, according to Randy Zealand, a criminal defense attorney at Wick Oslander LLP, um, and a professor at Cornell Law School. It also typically mean the defendant is cooperating with government prosecutor. So now they are trying to get a plea deal, selling each other out that doesn't represent patriot value. Yeah, you got a point there. I guess they not so patriots at this point because now they trying to CYA, um, trying to protect themselves because here it is. You wanted a cup at the seat at the table, you got it, but now you trying to make sure you don't go to jail, um, because whatever the charges may be, um, hey, you made that decision. Um, and I didn't think this was gonna happen anyway. Um, oh, that's what they said. What you said yesterday. New report revealed some Capitol ruler didn't vote in 2020 election. That tells you a lot about them. If it's your right to vote, but you refuse to take that right. So I'm like, hey, uh, you gotta do what you gotta do. Josh Haley received nearly 1 million in donation after leading the charge to overturn Biden victory. 1 million. I'm sure it's a lot of people probably wishing they could get their money back now. Um, oh, you know what? Is this the video? I think this may be the video I was trying to pull up earlier where the mother talked about Marjorie Green. If it is, I'm gonna play it and see. Um, I'm trying to see. Hold on, Okay, it's not the video I seen earlier, but they're gonna talk about it. So this is coming from CBS this morning, and they talked about it on there this morning. So see what they gotta say. Um, I'm sure they're gonna play a clip of it.
Of conspiracy theories. It's a really interesting story here. A woman whose son died in the Parkland, Florida high school shooting in 2018 says she is frustrated after speaking to Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. The Georgia Republican has been strongly criticized for spreading conspiracy theories. Some of the backlash is over now deleted comments she made on Facebook in 2018 supporting a claim that the Parkland massacre was a false flag event that didn't really happen. Linda Beagle-Schulman lost her son, teacher Scott Beagle, in the attack. She spoke with Greene on Saturday. She says Greene told her she doesn't believe major school shootings were staged, but she refuses to say so in public. Beagle was hailed as a hero for unlocking his door and letting students in before the gunman killed him. Schulman told us Greene's dishonesty is disrespectful.
She's demeaning my son's memory and demeaning the memories of all the other children from Parkland and from Sandy Hook. And it's wrong. There is nothing to gain by making up stories, especially at the expense of people who have lost their loved ones.
Well, that's important.
I don't understand the strategy, especially if you've met or talked to any of these parents who've been in the Newtown school shootings, the Parkland school shootings, the pain that they are feeling and still feeling. I don't understand her strategy.
Well, if you take it at face value, the strategy is political. It got her elected to office. I mean, the question here is: do you want your representatives to be a mirror of the worst part of your community, or do you want them to lead? That's the dynamic here.
It's bad enough if she actually believed this to be true. If she doesn't believe it and is just using it as a political strategy,
I think that's almost worse.
Yes.
I think that's worse.
And we should point out here, Scott Beagle was a geography teacher who was shot and killed after unlocking the door to his classroom so kids could come in and hide from the gunman. And, his mom says that Greene has no right to negate his heroism.
But clearly she thinks that thought is in her community and she's representing it and doesn't feel she can't. So the problem isn't her necessarily, it's her decision to represent something that's already out there. Yeah. And you got to root this out more deeply. It's a deeper story than just this conversation.
We reached out to the congresswoman's office. We haven't heard back, but the fact that she told Mrs. Beagle privately that she doesn't believe this, but she won't say it publicly, that's the story.
I wonder if she'll admit that she said that. More to the story, for sure.
Yeah, that's not the one I was looking for, but it kind of give you a piece of what was said. And for this woman still to not talk about it, that's really crazy. But she want to keep the conspiracy going. I don't understand what people get out of it. Radio said I saw today a story of 3 people dead after an argument over snow shoveling lead to murder suicide. Wow, I didn't see that one, but I know at least I did see where I think it was 7 people totally have been killed by the weather on the East Coast, either from accident or whatever it was. So I'm trying to pull it up um, just to um, see. Yeah, I see it right there. Like I said, normally when radio tell us something, we can find it hands on. This happened in Pennsylvania. 3 people dead in Pennsylvania after snow shoveling dispute turned violent. And this happened, I guess, yesterday. Well, I see one that said yesterday, and the other one said 5 hours or 10 hours. CNN say 10 hours ago. So apparently, I don't know if they was family members trying to pull it up and see. Um, um, I'm trying to see. Da, da, da. At around 9 a.m. Monday, the shooter Jeff Spade got into an argument with James and Lisa Go, who lived across the street, so they was neighbor, while shoveling snow from his driveway. A release from the Luzerne County District Attorney Office. Um, so they was putting the snow onto his parking lot, and he shot and killed him. He shot and killed him, which is not good at all. It's definitely not good. Um, Shot and killed him, and um, yeah, that's not good. Um, Senseless. It's a senseless killing, all because um, all because they shovel snow on to their property. So, and just found another story. Utah man faced charges after authorities say he impersonated an officer and stole a donut. I would have bought you the donut. Yeah, what a way to go. People are losing their mind. Yeah, they are. They are definitely losing their mind. It's getting worse as this pandemic keep going. It's gonna get worse. We're gonna hear more things about stuff like this, but it's unnecessary. Um, and then people are doing some crazy things right now. I don't know why. Only thing I could think of just mental illness. Um, because we're in trying times. We are. And um and unfortunately some people don't have the means of trying to take care of it. Um so I'm like, well, it's each his own. It's not necessary. It don't make sense to do certain things. You have a disagreement, you still have to live next to your neighbor. You purchased that home to be able to call it your home, but then you can't get uh cannot have communication with your neighbor. Sometime only thing you gotta do is just speak to them. He probably would have came out to help y'all shovel the snow, whatever it may have been. I don't know, but killing someone over shovel snow is just too much for me. Um, it's definitely a lot of people. A lot of people do it, and it's not good. Um, um, I'm trying to, and people are still getting arrested for taking this PPE illegally, falsifying documents, and they are still being arrested for it. So, but y'all have been listening to Speak on It with Who You With Kurt, dog. Um, Tomorrow night, what's tomorrow? Wednesday. I hope I'm well rested because waking up at 3:48, I finally went back to sleep about 6:30 this morning, which is crazy. And it's hard for me to get comfortable with my shoulder. Um, I was able to change my bandage out yesterday and still having a little bit of stiffness, but I'm not having much pain. So that's a good thing. But getting comfortable is kind of rough a little bit. So my nights of sleeping been kind of hard on me. But um, other than that, we will see y'all tomorrow night. We are still working on some more artists that's gonna come on next Monday. And the Super Bowl is Sunday. So I'm gonna see how I'm gonna play that out for Sunday. Um, don't know. I don't know who gonna win, but hey, I think it might be a pretty good game if they both show up. Uh, no, it's not, because the first night I end up having to sleep on the couch with my arm propped up on some pillows. Um, and I tossed and turned all night long. Um, cause sitting up in a like this all night with your arm propped up, I'm like, man. So, but I'm starting to get my range of motion back because the type of surgery it was a clean out. So it's not it's not like a rotor cup that have uh stitches and all that in there. So I'm hoping I don't have to have another surgery. I don't want another one. That was my eighth surgery on that shoulder. So um I don't want another one. Um so definitely um man, it been rough. So just pray for me, because when I'm able to get comfortable and get some real sleep, I'm gonna tell you, I probably sleep a good 12 hours strong. Uh, so, but tomorrow night we will be back tomorrow night. I'm gonna try to get some rest tonight, and then from tomorrow is Wednesday. Then you know what come up on Thursday. My girl Risky will be in the house, and we'll be ready to do Thursday. Hopefully, everybody have a great day tomorrow. Yeah, it been 8. That was my 8th surgery on it, and I'm just tired of it. I've been tired. Um, I have to discuss that one night on the show, but not right now. Um, it been a lot. Um, so I'm hoping that's my last one. I'm claiming it's my last one because I don't want anymore. I didn't want this last one, but I didn't have a choice on it. So um but I will talk about it one day on the show, but it won't be no time soon. I go more into detail. Um okay, I was gonna go by there today, but I haven't left the house today. So I'll go by there tomorrow and pick it up. Um I told my wife, I said, boy, I kind of have an idea of what it is, but I go pick it up tomorrow and uh, show it on the show tomorrow. So, but I appreciate it, and I'm sure it's a pretty funny item. So, kind of have an idea of what it is, but I said I'm gonna wait until I see it. I don't want to assume nothing. So, uh, you see, you making it even more worse because I got a feeling I really know what it is. I'm just say we don't have any of those in the house tonight. Any Cheetos in the house. So um, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But I would definitely go by there tomorrow and pick it up. And I was gonna go today, but I haven't left at the house today. Um, I was so tired, and I'm like, man, I'm well. I went out the house to take the trash out um, this morning, and that was it. And I've been in the house ever since. So, but that's cool. Well, I will see y'all tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time. You can always live chat with us during the show. If you ever want us to speak on something, you can always send us an email at whoyouwithkurtdog@mail.com. If you are a artist that would love to come on the show and bless the show with your artistics, you can always reach out to me. We can make it happen. Uh, if you are doing music, only thing I ask that is positive music, nothing that is gonna degrade our culture. So definitely reach out to me, and we can make it happen. Um, and also, don't forget, if you are single, talking about completely single, not somebody who got somebody claiming them, but single, and you want to be a part of who you with Kurt Dog virtual game, uh virtual dating, definitely let me know and we will make it happen. Um, if there's a match, we will provide a dinner for the both of you virtually. So it will be sent to your well, I guess we'll give you a gift card for you can order your own food, and both of you can order your own food and have it sent to your house where nobody knows where you live at, so it's safe to do. And we could definitely set that up. So if you want to be a contestant, or if you want to find a be an opportunity of trying to win a date with someone, definitely reach out to us, and we can always make that happen. So so definitely let me know. Until tomorrow night, I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you. Till then, peace.